of the Companies Act and relevant circular issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. Register of Directors and KMP and their shareholdings and Register of Contract Arrangement in which directors are interested are available for inspection. This register will remain accessible to the members for inspection electronically. If they so desire, can write to us on companysecretarial@damcapital.in. We will facilitate the inspection. The annual report containing the board report, corporate governance report, management discussion and analysis report, and standalone and consolidated financial statement, along with the auditor's report and the notice of this AGM, has already been sent to the shareholders electronically at the registered email ID. Those whose email addresses are not registered, a letter were dispatched containing a web link of annual report. With your permission, I shall take them as a read. The auditor's reports on standalone and consolidated financial statement and secretarial auditor report of the company for the financial year March 31st, 2025 do not contain any qualification and reservation except in the secretarial auditor for FY25 relating to the appointment of designated person as mandated under the MCA notification and the administrative warning that has been issued by SEBI on March 20th, 2025. In respect of the above observation, the company has already responded and the secretarial auditor has expressed his satisfaction with the responses provided by the company. With your permission, I shall take them as read. In order to enable the shareholders to vote for the resolution, the company had provided e-voting facility through NSDL platform. The remote e-voting period commenced on June 24, 2025 and ended on June 26, 2025 at 5 p.m. In case you have not exercised your voting rights through the remote e-voting facility, you are requested to cast your vote during this AGM. Remote e-voting will remain open for 15 minutes from the conclusion of this AGM. Since e-voting facility has been provided, there is no requirement to propose or second the resolution as well as vote by show of hands in this AGM. The company has appointed Mr. Ashish Bhatt of Mrs. Ashish K. Bhatt and Associates as a scrutinizer to scrutinize the process of remote e-voting during the AGM in a fair and transparent manner. Now I'll hand over the proceedings to the chairman, sir. Sir, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sonal. Dear shareholders, it's a privilege to address you at a pivotal moment, not only for DAM Capital, but for the broader evolution of the Indian financial landscape. Our public listing in 2024 coincided with a period of accelerated transformation in the country's capital markets. Today, I wish to speak not just about our progress, but about the larger opportunity unfolding and the crucial role that investment banking must play in this new era. India is undergoing a generational shift in how capital is formed and deployed. A powerful combination of formalization, digital infrastructure, rising entrepreneurship, and increasing domestic savings is driving the democratization of finance. Equity participation is expanding, institutional depth is growing, and capital markets are becoming the preferred route for enterprise growth and value creation. It's not a mere step forward, it's a paradigm shift. The coming decade will bring a surge of IPOs, cross-border transactions, and strategic realignments. At the same time, investors are becoming more discerning and regulatory expectations more sophisticated, requiring market participants to respond with transparency, rigor, knowledge, and true specialization. Against this backdrop, a new class of financial institutions are emerging, focused, agile, and aligned with India's economic aspirations. The role of an investment banker is no longer confined to execution. It must offer insight, innovation, and stewardship. Clients today seek not just a transaction partner, but a long-term advisor who can navigate complexity and create enduring value. For focused investment bankers, the opportunity is significant. As businesses increasingly look to access global capital and pursue complex deals, there's a growing need for independent, technically strong advisors, free from legacy distractions. In this environment, pure play platforms like ours can provide unmatched value, leveraging their independence, agility, knowledge, and client-first ethos to deliver not just outcomes, but impact. DAM Capital has built such platform, anchored in two complementary businesses. Our merchant banking division spanning public equity offerings, mergers and acquisitions, and structured finance is well positioned for continued growth, backed by a strong deal pipeline and reputation for disciplined execution. Our institutional equities practice is gaining momentum, supported by a steadily growing client base and differentiated service delivery across markets. Reinforcing both is our research capability, which covers an expansive universe of companies and sectors, offering analytical depth that informs better decisions for our clients. With this opportunity comes responsibility. As markets scale, so must our commitment to ethics, resilience, and good governance. The credibility of a financial ecosystem hinges not just on success, but on the integrity with which it is pursued. A DAM Capital governance is not procedural requirement, it's a strategic imperative. Our board structure reflects this conviction. A majority of independent directors, including an independent chairman, ensures oversight, transparency, and inclusive debate. The board brings deep expertise and experience in accounting, audit, and technology, critical enablers for sustainable performance. Our governance framework enables a clarity in decision-making, alignment with evolving regulations, and trust across all stakeholders groups. In an industry where reputation is paramount, we view governance as our foundational and long-term advantage. Though early in our journey as a listed company, we aspire to be more than market participants. We aim to be enablers of India's capital market evolution. Our goal is not size for its own sake, but trust, relevance, and measurable impact. As my concluding remark, as we look back on a landmark year, I extend my sincere thanks to our shareholders for your enduring support. Their confidence fuels our drive to build a purpose-led institution defined by integrity, focus, and long-term value. I'm equally grateful to our clients, team members, and partners for your trust and collaboration make our progress possible. Together, we are shaping a platform that not only meets market needs, but seeks to elevate standards across the financial ecosystem. I would also like to acknowledge the contributions of regulators, market participants, and industry peers, whose guidance strengthens our collective future. Our board and leadership remains committed to engaging meaningfully with all stakeholders as we strive for sustainable growth and lasting relevance. Now, I will request Mr. Dharmesh Mehta, Managing Director and CEO, to address the shareholders. Mr. Dharmesh.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. A very good afternoon to everyone. I extend a warm welcome once again to everyone present at the 32nd AGM of the company. This is a proud moment for me. This is the first AGM of DAM Capital post our listing in December last year. So this is a historic moment for all of us and to our shareholders. DAM Capital was one of the India's first pure play investment bank to get listed. The IPO marks a transformative milestone launching our journey in the golden era of India's economic growth and capital markets. The IPO was oversubscribed 82 times, garnering demand of more than 48,000 crores in December 2024. The issue attracted strong interest from marquee domestic and global investors who came as anchor investors, along with strong retail response. During the year, DAM Capital delivered a robust performance with 37.5% increase in income and 47.1% growth in profit after tax, underscoring strong profitable growth, a trusted brand, industry-leading margins, and long-term sustainability. The Indian capital market has demonstrated extraordinary growth and immense scale. A post-COVID India has witnessed a structural shift in the capital markets in terms of the capital quantum being raised from the equity markets, a transformation of the investing ecosystem, as you all must have seen the amount of it, the mutual funds which are receiving everyday inflows across a large number of constituents, growing regulatory control, leading to enhanced systemic credibility and deepening of investor confidence. India's equity market has seen a surge in fundraising with record-breaking issuances and increased scale. During the last financial year, the capital markets mobilized more than 1.62 lakh crores through 78 IPOs, compared to only 8 IPOs and around 2,000 crores in 2014-15. Can I just have the presentation? So if you can look at the slides, our total income last year was 250 crores, up 37.5%. Our profit after tax was 104 crores, up 47.1%. We did 20 transactions last year, almost worth 21,700 crores. The return on equity was a robust 48.7%. The net cash available as of 31st March 2025 is 230 crores with the company. And we have 24 IPOs in the pipeline at March 31st, 2025. And hopefully we'll add many more during the year. Next slide, please. So we had around 13.6% market share in the number of IPOs which happened in India last year. We have done around 78 ECM transactions, and we have roughly around 277 active clients for our institutional equities business. We have a debt-free company. As I said, we have cash of 230 crores on, and the business doesn't require large capital requirements, hence the ROE is always going to be higher. The key ratios, the 38.3% growth in revenue CAGR from 22 to 25, a 68% PAT CAGR, a 48.7% ROE, and a 41.5% is the PAT margin for last year, FY25. Next slide, please. So you did 5 IPOs in the last year, and if you look at it, the size of the IPOs varies from almost $1 billion to 500 crores. We did 6 QIPs raising 6,300 crores and multiple ECM transactions of OFS and preferential. Next slide, please. As I mentioned, we have 24 IPOs in pipeline as of March 25. 14 IPOs out of those 24 IPOs, we are the left lead banker, and 6 out of them we are sole lead bankers. So, as you all know, IPOs, generally people have multiple bankers, but we manage sole mandate for 6 of those IPOs. And these are the various sectors where we are going to be doing our IPOs in the coming year. So it's virtually almost across all the sectors, not only limited to few sectors. This is a strong track record, over 78 ECM transactions from the time we started, and virtually almost every sector we have done number of deals. Our institutional equities business is doing very well. Jatin Doshi, who is here, who heads our institutional equities business, has done a phenomenal job. So when we started this firm, we were around 31 crores on net broking revenues, which has reached 81 crores today. And total number of active clients from 144 has now gone to 277. And our top 10 clients contribute now 36% instead of 45%, indicating that our client revenues are spreading across number of clients rather than only few clients. So it was a landmark year as we accomplished a key milestone of our successful listing of our company last year. In quarter 25, as you all know, global concerns took over the tariffs. The global concerns over tariff contributed to the market volatility, pushing the timeline of certain capital market activities into FY26 in the current year. And as you see in last 1 month, the markets have come back strongly, and hoping this continues for the next current year. And hopefully we'll be able to launch all our deals which had been postponed last year and which will be coming in this year. Our deal pipeline is quite active and gets stronger on a daily basis. And as I mentioned, we already have 24 IPOs in FY26 and continue to win many more mandates. As India enters the golden era of capital market growth, I'm confident our strategic clarity, execution excellence, and strong corporate governance will enable DAM Capital to deliver consistent performance and create lasting value for our stakeholders in the long term. Thank you, and over to you, Chairman, sir.
Thank you, Dharmesh, for the presentation. Dear shareholders, your directors have recommended dividend of rupees 1 per equity share of 2 each of the company for the financial year 2024-25. The outgo on account of dividend aggregating rupees 7.07 crore constitutes a payout percentage of 7% of the company's net profit. The dividend recommended by your board is in accordance with the dividend distribution policy of the company. I now request Ms. Sonal to present the items on the agenda to the shareholders. Sonal.
Yeah, thank you, sir. To proceed with the ordinary business item as included in the notice of AGM and thereafter the special business agenda item. Agenda number 1, to receive, consider and adopt the audited financial statement of the company for the financial year March 31st, 2025 and reports of the board of directors and auditors thereon. And point number B is audited consolidated financial statement of the company for the financial year ended March 31st, 2025 and reports of auditors thereon. Agenda number 2 is to declare final dividend of rupees 1 per equity share of face value of rupees 2 each for the financial year 24-25. Agenda number 3 is to appoint a director in place of Mr. Dharmesh Anil Mehta, who retires by rotation and being eligible offer himself for reappointment. Agenda number 4 is to appoint Messrs. KKC and Associate LLP Chartered Accountant as a statutory auditor of the company and fix their remuneration. The special agenda items are appointment of Messrs. Ashish K. Bhatt and Associate Practicing Company Secretary as a secretarial auditors of the company and fix their remuneration. Agenda number 6 is appointment of Ms. Nitya Iswaran as an independent women director of the company with effect from April 1st, 2025. Agenda number 7 is revision in the remuneration payable to Mr. Jatin Madhukar Doshi, whole-time director of the company with effect from April 1st, 2025. We'll now invite members who have registered themselves as a speaker shareholder for asking question or seeking any clarification or expressing their views to the management. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We will now begin the question and answer session. Speaker shareholder will be invited one by one to share their question or comments in the interest of time. We kindly request each speaker to limit their remark to 3 minutes. Please take note of following instruction. Participation is on first come, first served basis via video conference. All attendees are muted by default to avoid background noise. If video is not feasible, you may continue via audio only. For any technical assistance, please contact the helpline number provided in the AGM notice. We also request members to kindly avoid repeating questions that have already been asked. For the convenience of everyone, the board and the management will respond to all the questions collectively at the end of this session. Now, I would like to invite the first speaker shareholder, Mr. Dhyaneshwar K. Bhagwat. Kindly unmute your audio, switch on your camera.
Am I audible? Am I audible, sir? Am I
Yes,
audible,
sir.
sir?
Yes, sir,
Thank
you're
you very
audible.
much, sir. Yeah, good afternoon to all the board members. This is DK Bhagwat from Mumbai. First of all, I will say thank to the company secretary, Sonal Kataria ji, for sending me the soft copy of AGM as well as hard copy of the AGM well in advance, which is full of information, easy to follow. So I thanks to ma'am for doing excellent work. Secondly, I am again thankful to ma'am because excellent AGM copy is adopted, which contains the first thing of IT about India market and Indian investors. Secondly, it is about the company business. Then inform about a vision, mission, and so on. So our company secretary has taken a lot of effort. So again, I thanks to her. Third, I don't have much question because in the financial result, everything is given in detail. And the person who doesn't know anything, if he find it, he or she may get everything in the detail. Fourth, I support all the resolution. Fifth, sir, what is the office trend and what is the profit sharing ratio for coming financial year? This is the question. Sir, thank you very much for patience hearing and for coming festival. Sir, I wish good luck, happy new year, happy Diwali to you. Thank you very much for patience hearing, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, I invite Vinod Agarwal. Please unmute your audio, switch on your camera and proceed with your your question.
Yes, Chairman sir, this is Vinod Agarwal from Mumbai. Sir, I have gone to the annual report. The profits at 250, the revenue at 250 crore, and 37% up from past year, and the EPS was 17 rupees. But you have paid 14 rupees 58 paise. But you have paid a dividend of only 1 rupee on this thing. The payout is only 7%, sir. I hope you may come out with the interim dividend. Even the management needs money for their own household, sir. Even we need money, sir, for our own household, sir. I hope you'll come out with the interim dividend. Many financial companies come out with interim and the final dividend, sir. The final dividend is only 1%, sir, which is at 7%. It seems to be less, sir. Even you finance people would be asking more dividend from other companies for your growth, sir. This is okay. On the annual report, you mentioned that you got 24 IPO mandates till 31st March. Now it's almost 3 months gone by. Has it increased about 30, 35? How many mandates have you got in the DRHP's file that we have got this thing? So this gives us a revenue future guidance of revenue, not exactly, but a little bit of a guidance. I'm not asking what the finance would be there. By the amount of deal that we'll be doing, it gives us a guidance of what the revenues would be, sir. And this is a first IPO post the first meeting post the IPO, sir. I wish the company all the best and great future for it, sir. हम लोग को भी अपना we are associated with the company for long and till the end, sir. We are there. We'll be associated with the company, sir. The company is very good. It will keep on growing, sir. The past 3 years it has grown exponentially, and the next 10 years also it will grow exponentially. And we are a capital market company. Sir, I wish the company all the best. Signing off, Vinod from Mumbai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Speaker shareholder Yashvi Kotari is not connected in the meeting. Moving to the next speaker shareholder, Jahangir Batiwala. Please unmute your audio, switch on your camera and proceed with your question.
Hello, can you am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Okay. First and foremost, in spite of repeatedly writing to you, I have not received my AGM report in physical copy. So I have nothing to say as of now because I don't have the physical copy in front of me. And I seriously wanted a copy because this on a mobile screen, watching a report is not worth it because it moves up and down and then the whole meaning of the sentence changes. So I requested you to please send me I requested the company secretary to send me the AGM report in physical format. I will not be able to say anything right now until I get it. So if it is possible, please send me the copy so that I can send my queries in email and then you can answer me. And sir, if it is possible that I can come and meet you and share my queries, my concerns, and whatever my thoughts. If you can give me some time, I would be able to do that, and I would be obliged if you can allow me to do that.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you for your question. Next, I invite Lekha Shah. Please unmute your audio, switch on your camera, and proceed with your question.
Hello, may audible, sir?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Respected Chairman, sir, Mr. M.D. Nairji, Board of Directors, my fellow members, good afternoon, regards to everyone. Myself, Lekha Shah from Mumbai. First of all, I would like to thank our Company Secretary Sonal ma'am for giving me this opportunity where I'm able to talk in front of you all in AGM. I found the AGM notice and I'm delighted to say it is full of knowledge, facts and figures in place. Chairman sir, your opening remarks were so insightful and comprehensive. You have already addressed everything. I completely say in our state, Chairman Sir. Chairman Sir, I would like 3 questions. My first question is, how much our PAT in currently financial year will affect because of the trade war? My second question is, what is the total number of employees? My third question is, how many women employees are working in our company? Being a Malayali, I am to be a shareholder of this company. Chairman Sir, the company will continue video conference meeting in future. So I strongly and company support all the resolutions for today's meeting. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Speaker shareholder Dev Kumar Agarwal, Charithar Dhara Bish is not connected in the meeting. Thank you all the speaker for your question and participation. I request Mr. Dharmesh Mehta, MD and CEO, to respond to all the questions of the speaker. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the question, shareholders. Our total number of employees as we speak today is 129. So just to answer that question.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. On the other side, on the dividend, ours is a growth business. We still require certain amount of money for putting margins for our institutional equity trades. So hence, we need to keep some kind of funding available at any given time to do those institutional equity trades where margin is required. If at all, as and when our profits grow, obviously we will be more than happy to give larger dividends to our shareholders, and we will keep this point in mind. Thirdly, on the future outlook, unfortunately, I won't be able to comment on the current year, which we'll always comment when we do our quarterly numbers. But as you have seen, it's a long-term view is one needs to take. The capital markets is a cyclical business. So there will be few quarters where their deals will not happen, as we've seen in the last 5 to 6 months when virtually hardly any IPOs are happening. And then suddenly from last few weeks, you see number of IPOs getting launched. So we will have those kind of quarters where things won't be happening in few quarters, but suddenly last few quarters we'll have larger portion of the revenues coming in. So don't look at this company on a quarterly basis. That's the only guidance I can give you. The number of IPOs I already mentioned is 24. And if we assign more in this quarter, which will come out in the quarterly results when we announce them in a few months. On the somebody requested for the annual report copy, we'll definitely send it to you, and you can send us an email with your queries, and as and when convenient, we'll try to meet you also. So I believe those were the questions. If anything missed out, please let me know, Sunil.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you, Dharmesh, for the comprehensive reply. Thank you also to all the shareholders for the questions. If there is any question remaining, which remain unanswered, I request the shareholders to please send an email to us at companysecretarial@damcapital.in. We will ensure that the same is appropriately responded to. I would like to thank all the shareholders for attending this AGM of the company and would like to conclude the proceedings of the AGM. As mentioned earlier, the e-voting facility is still available to shareholders for next 15 minutes. Members who are not yet voted can proceed to vote. Further, I authorize the company secretary to accept the scrutinizer's report on behalf of the company. The e-voting results, along with the scrutinizer's report, shall be disseminated to the stock exchange and also be placed on the website of the company and NSDL within prescribed timelines. Thank you very much.